Hello, good morning. We are here ready to rock and roll day 2 of our profitable Facebook challenge formula. So today I have got an awesome training planned for you. I cannot wait to dive in as we give it a moment for people to find me, to come and join us. Let me share with you, today is all about the secrets to planning your perfect challenge that wows your watchers. Now, as you're hopping on, say good morning. I'd love to see who's here. If you're watching the live stream, even if you're watching the live stream, say hi. It's always gorgeous to see who's actually catching up as well. I just want to say before we go any further, while you're all just joining me and finding the live stream, and by the way, here's just a bit of an FYI. If you haven't clicked to get notifications from this group, it's well worth you doing, right? Because this week, obviously, as you know, I'm here every morning, but some of you will have noticed I also jumped in and did a quick extra live last night, and I will be doing a few more little lives as the week goes on. So it's definitely worth you clicking to get notifications for the group so you don't miss when I'm showing up live and doing a little bonus Q&A or sharing something else that might have come up that feels really useful for you this week. So as you're saying good morning, mwah, it's lovely to see you all. Oh my goodness, behind the scenes of Claire Macpherson, we've had some chaos. My whole website crashed last night. So it's been a bit crazy working in the background to make sure that everything's back up and running and working. And Sean, bless her, has been a superstar in terms of really helping me get everything back up and where it should be. So I feel like my nerves and my energy is a little bit buzzing this morning. It's kind of like buzz. But I'm sure we'll settle into it as we go. So first question is, how are you feeling about day 1? Did you do your action task? Do you feel that you have more clarity? Do you feel like you've taken a step forward? That's what I would like to know. Arisha, good morning. Christine, good morning. Anne Marie, lovely to see you all. Vanessa, hello. Angela, Michelle, Ellie, Samantha, Sarah, or Sarah, never quite sure which way to pronounce it. Gemma, good morning. Louise, Katie, Vicky, Julia. So many of you on. Barbara, Emily, Francesca, Jenna. Should I just sit here and read out all your names today? So it is amazing to be here with you for day 2. I've got a fantastic training lined up for you today. We are going to be diving into the secrets to planning your perfect challenge that wows your watchers. And there are 2 keys that I'm going to be diving into today with you that really are the game changers when it comes to you creating and delivering your challenge. And they're probably not what you think they are, right? So we're going to actually shift focus a little bit today and do today's training from a slightly different perspective, but it's really one of the key things that makes a huge difference in the success of your challenge. So I'm really excited to get going and to dive into it. So gorgeous to see you all. Let me just scroll all the way down so I finally get to the right place in the comments. It's always lovely to see all your comments. So quick reminder, if you want to be in for the competition at the end of the week, the 3 things you need to be doing are: number 1, like or love each video. Why give it a like when you can give it a love? I give everything a love all the time. Secondly, make sure you comment on the video. And thirdly, most importantly, make sure you do your action task for the day. I know yesterday was a big one, right? I was actually blown away as you were all kind of sharing your tasks on here, and I was seeing how much time and effort you'd put into it. I was so impressed. So I just want to say a huge well done. I can see that you put in time, you put in energy, you put in effort, and I promise you that is going to pay off in the long run. If you didn't manage to get day 1's task finished, don't worry, don't beat yourself up. It's okay. You're going to be able to come back to these trainings. You're going to be able to go a bit deeper. And remember what I shared yesterday, done is better than perfect. So you don't need to have this all perfect and planned out exactly right. Just making a start, just a couple of words scribbled on a page is enough to begin, especially if you're struggling or if you're brand new to this, right? So please don't, if you were seeing other people's like huge writings and everything else that they were writing, which was incredible, don't compare yourself to other people. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, and today ask yourself, how can you step it up a notch? Angela, you did all of mine, but you need to transfer it over to the workbook. You don't need to transfer it over to the workbook, right? You writing it out wherever you want to is fine. Just share a picture or whatever to share it into the group so that you're in to win one of the prizes. Because like I mentioned yesterday, the prizes really are flipping amazing and you want to be in to win one of those. So tell me, how are you feeling today? What is your energy like today? I want you to take a moment, check in with yourself before we actually dive into today's training. How are you feeling? If you were going to write a word, just one word to sum up how you're feeling, how are you feeling today? I want to hear it. I want to know. As I said, personally, I was a little bit scattered earlier, so I've purposefully kind of stopped, breathed, pulled back my energy, refocused, ready to go today. So I really want to know, how are you feeling? Nikki, you've missed so much. Don't worry, there's time to catch up. The other thing, as you're typing in your word for today that explains how you're feeling, I just want to remind you that you need to sign up for the masterclass if you want to join us for that, happening Monday. It's free. It's going to be amazing. It's going to really pull together everything that we've done this week and help you understand it from a new perspective. It's going to be a game changer for you. And just before I went live today, I double checked and half the places on that are now gone. So half the places are filled already. So if yesterday you thought about it, but you didn't actually go and press the button, today go and press the button. Gosh, something's just happened to the lighting and suddenly you can see all my freckles. I don't know why, you can't really see them that much in real life. How weird. And so make sure you press the button, make sure you join the masterclass, because I don't want you to miss out. I know that some of you are working or have other things that you're doing. If you can't join the masterclass live, if you sign up for it, you'll get a 24-hour replay. But if you don't sign up for it, that is it. Okay, let me see these words that are coming through. Tired, Chloe, sending you love, beautiful. You're feeling motivated, Suzanne, excited, positive, determined to catch up. Boom, well done, Donna. La, optimistic. I love it. Judy, actually still confused about what your challenge might be. Don't worry, Judy, don't put huge pressure on yourself. Let it unfold as the week goes. You know, sometimes I think that we can really kind of be like, I've got to figure this out. I've got to figure this out. And we can kind of try and push ourselves into a box a little bit. And I don't know about you, but when I try and force something, it generally doesn't happen. Like the way that things come through for me is when I actually let go, when I surrender a little bit, when I step back, when I do something fun, and then boom, suddenly the idea will drop in. So maybe don't force it. Let go, have fun, enjoy the challenge, and allow it to drop in at the right time for you. Good morning, Laura. You're totally right. Life has been easier if you just compare yourself with yourself. Absolutely. Good morning, Megan. Excited and productive, Karen. Positive, medium, that's weird. So what? I don't think anyone's ever written medium before. What does medium mean in terms of how you're feeling? A bit like meh, is that it? You're feeling motivated today. Okay, loving these. You need a Claire top up. Claire, gorgeous, bless you. Nothing yet, just recap. Oh, we replied to Nikki. A little bit drained. Okay, cool. Right. Let's rock and roll today then. That's how I am today, in that box. In that box, Sarah. Let's get you out of that box. Let's get you feeling excited and ready to absolutely rock this challenge, to grow your business and to enjoy the process. You know, I didn't talk about this yesterday, but one of my little go-to affirmations are, the more fun I have in the business, the more money I make, right? It's because years ago, I used to have this real limiting belief that I had to work really hard in order to achieve anything. And so everything was serious, everything was hard work. And because they were the beliefs that I had, that was the reality as I was experiencing. In order to get any results, I felt like I had to do everything and I couldn't stop. And when I realized that, I was like, okay, how do I turn this around? How do I rewire my thinking so that business can be fun? Because life should be fun, right? You know, I really believe that this is our chance, this is our opportunity, this is the adventure that we're on right now, and we need to embrace it rather than making it harder for ourselves than it needs to be. So my go-to affirmation that I created was, the more fun I have, the more money I make. And as I was planning this challenge, there were times, I'll be honest, it was so funny because it was a challenge about challenges, and it's probably been the most difficult challenge to plan. Things have gone wrong again and again and again, which is just hilarious, really. And I really did have to keep stopping and reminding myself to laugh, to have fun, to enjoy it. So if right now your energy is feeling a little bit flat, or if you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, or if just next time that happens in your business, just stop and ask yourself, how can this be fun? How can you let go? How can you lean into some of those beautiful beliefs that really let you light up and operate from that place of flow, rather than it being hard work? Okay, so today we are diving into key 2 and into key 3 of the Profitable Facebook Challenge formula. Yesterday we looked at key 1, and key 1 was all about, what was it all about? I've lost my notes. It was about picking the perfect challenge to magnetize ideal clients, right? And so that was your homework yesterday. You did some brainstorming around it, you did a bit of research around it to come up with the perfect challenge to magnetize your soul clients. Well, today we've got key even 2 and key 3 to help you take that next step forward. So key 2 is all about wowing your watchers by opening them up to the possibility of change. And that's what we're going to dive into first. And then key 3 is activating the magic of you to create captivated clients. Now, what I was going to teach you today was I was going to teach you how to actually plan out your challenge. I was going to teach you how to create that step-by-step process that you take your soul clients through. And then I thought, hang on a minute, Claire, not yet. There is an essential step that has to be in place, because unless this is in place, no matter how much incredible content you create for your clients during your challenge, it won't be as effective as it could be if we don't get today right. So today is probably the most essential day this whole week, but because we're going at a mindset perspective, not from a technical perspective, right? So the rest of the week is a lot more about do this, do this, do this, do this, a little bit like yesterday was. Today, we need to go deeper, because today we need to really activate the magic. Are you with me? Are you ready? Okay, so where have we got to? Today is key 2, and it's all about wowing your watchers by opening them up to the possibility of change. So, hold on, I'm just having a quick look. Oh, some of you, by the way, just got sidetracked by the comments on the page. I can see some of you seem to be having problems with getting through to actually get your spot on the masterclass for next Monday. I don't know why, because we checked it lots of times yesterday, and obviously lots of people did get through. So maybe if you're having problems with it, try it on a different device or something else. We will post it again in the group so you can try again later. Let me put that aside though, so we can focus on the training for today, because I really want you to leave today really having taken a leap forward in terms of your confidence in running a challenge, your clarity in terms of running a challenge, and really being ready to do this for yourself, and having that inner belief, that inner feeling of like, I am ready to grow my business big time, right? Because let's not lose track of the fact that a challenge is just one strategy to help you grow your business. And really, this whole thing is about you growing your business. It's about you stepping up. It's about you playing a bigger game. It's about you no longer settling. It's about you moving past those mind monkeys, those doubts, those blocks that can hold you back. It's about activating all of you. It's about teaching you different ways that you can attract in your soul clients. It's about helping you own your value. It's about showing you ways that you can sell in a way that does not feel salesy, so that you get to have this business that you dream of, because guess what? It is possible for you. I haven't really shared much of my story because I don't want to take lots of time out of really sharing this content with you, but just in like a brief 1-2 minute kind of recap of it, I was in that place of huge struggle. Like, I'd had a successful business in New Zealand. It was in person. It had been amazing. I moved back to the UK with my family. I decided to take my business online, and I struggled big time. It took me so long to figure out all the moving parts. I sabotaged myself. I struggled. I fought against myself. I had all of those things coming up around, well, what will people think, and judgments and fear of being visible, not wanting to go live, all these different things, right? And so for probably over a year, I really struggled to get my own business up and running. And we went through some personal difficulties during that time as well, which meant that I couldn't afford not to. I had to find a way to pay to keep a roof over our heads. And so it was a time that really activated me into stepping into who I was in a much bigger way. And so what I know is back then when I was struggling, I would look at other people who had those 6-figure businesses, those 7-figure businesses and think, what are they doing? How is it possible? Maybe I'm never going to actually get there. Maybe I should go and get a job. But here's the thing, if I could do it, you can do it too. So today, I really want to help you step into owning that on a bigger level. Step into being coming from that place of course my business is growing. Of course I'm amazing at what I do. Of course I help my soul clients all the time. Of course, soul clients are coming to me. Of course I sell with ease. Of course people see what I'm selling and realize that they absolutely need it in their life to help solve the problem that they have. So I want to really step you into owning all of you, all of your value, all of your mission, all of that big dream in a whole new way. Okay, so I can see some of you are typing in to key number 2, which I love. By the way, at the end of the week, I will put together a little document with each of the keys to this on, so you've got them in one place that you can come back to. So, wowing your watchers by opening them up to the possibility of change. We've all heard the quotes if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. Have I got that right? I think I have. If you keep on doing what you've always done, you're going to keep on getting what you've always got, right? However, we all know that. We all know if we keep on doing the same thing, nothing's going to change. But as humans, we are all resistant to change. Yes, a change of a holiday in the sunshine or a change to a bigger house, or some changes yeah, of course, right? But lots of other change we have resistance to. And so when it comes to your soul clients, getting the results that they want, shifting out of their problem and getting into what they want, there's going to be resistance in that. There's going to be some kind of inner fight, something blocking them, something stopping them, fears, worries, anxiety, limiting beliefs, all kinds of other things that is keeping them stuck in their problem, right? So when it comes to you really helping your soul client, and it doesn't matter what you sell around this, right? When it comes to you helping your soul client, it's not just about going, this is the solution over here. It's about helping them get rid of the resistance to making the changes that they need to make to get the results that they want. Now, I know it sounds crazy because you say, well, if someone wants this and being here is painful right now, of course they would just change. Why wouldn't they? Except we don't, because we are all really good at sabotaging ourselves. Our subconscious minds are really clever. Our egos, particularly, are really clever at keeping us in the same place. And that means in our comfort zone. And we all know, I'm sure you've heard about comfort zones before, right? When we're in our comfort zone, we do not grow. When we're in our comfort zone, we just keep on doing what we're used to do. And it's like Groundhog Day. We live our life on repeat, 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 repeat. Nothing grows, nothing changes. We stay in that place. And so whatever problems we have in that place continue to be problems. Now, in terms of then being able to get out of the problem towards a solution, towards whatever it is your soul clients desire, it means they've got to do something different. And whenever we have to do something different, boom, it can kick in all those fears. But what if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? What if it doesn't work? I don't even want to. Do I deserve it? A million different reasons can be thrown up from our subconscious, from our ego, that stops us from really believing that we can create that change. And so what happens is people think, it's too hard, it's not going to work, it's not for me, maybe I'm just dreaming, all of those other things, and they go back to their same old usual place, feeling stuck, feeling unhappy, struggling, and all those other things, right? Because that is actually how we're wired as humans, as insane as it is. So when we actually do create change, and those of us who do kind of push through that, well, we're actually the different ones, right? We're not all that normal, because most human beings stay stuck in the same place. So firstly, just recognize that the fact that you're here, the fact that you're growing a business, the fact that many times you've already been out of your comfort zone, you might operate in your stretch zone every single day, you are already ahead of the curve, right? Your soul clients might not be. Your soul clients might really be struggling with the idea of change. So people resist change. So the first thing that we need to do so that your soul clients start to realize that, aha, maybe I can change this, maybe I can shift this problem, and maybe this person really is the person to help me, is you need to show them that you understand that resistance, that you understand the mind monkeys that are going on in their own heads that are stopping them from taking the action to get the results, right? Because we all know, we might know what to do, but we might not do it. And that's because of all that resistance that comes up. So we want to show, you want to show your soul clients that, number one, you understand the resistance that comes up. You understand the fears, the anxiety, the struggles that they have when it comes to them making a change. That's the first thing. And number two, you want to help them see how they can overcome those blocks, those obstacles, those beliefs, so that they realize that they really can make the change. Because here's the thing, this is something I'm so flipping passionate about, right? We are the creators of our reality. We get to create our life. Yes, there are outside forces at work all the time that might make that journey more difficult. Like, we've all seen what's happened this year, right? We all know like how something can blow up out of the blue that we did not expect and make the journey a little bit more difficult, unexpected, all kinds of things. But at its very core, we are the creators of our reality. And so we need to really see that vision, see that dream, say, this is what I'm working towards and nothing is going to stop me. And so it's your job to help your soul clients see that, help them see what is actually available to them rather than them being stuck in this world of limited possibilities. Because isn't it true that we are limitless, really? We are limitless beings. We are magical. We can create so much. Literally, when you look at all the things, when you just think about how incredible it is that we are alive right here on this planet, all the things that have to happen for that to be possible, you just go, wow. This life is limitless. It's incredible. We need to be in that place of absolute possibility, not in the place of doubt. And we need to shift our soul clients into the place of possibility, because ultimately, if they don't believe that they can change, if they don't believe that they can solve this problem, if they don't believe that they can get these results, they are not going to invest in you. They're not, because they're just going to say, oh yeah, it's easy for her, or she might have been able to do it, but it's not like that for me. Are you with me? Is this making sense? Give me a little love heart, hell yes. I'm with you, Claire, if we're on the same page now. So, I'll take a breath. That was a bit of a rant, wasn't it? So we need to change that. We need to help step our soul clients into the possibility of what's available to them if they get out of the problem, right? So, I want you to think about first question for you. Thank you for the little love hearts. I'm glad you've got it. Glad you're with me. First question for you is this. What changes might your soul client be resisting that keeps them stuck in the problem? You're with me, Claire. Thank you, Anna. Loving these coming through. So let me ask you that question again, okay? Question number one for you, and I want you to type it in, and then you might want to type it in your box. I think this question might be in the action task for today in the homework that you're going to get as well. Jenna, you're feeling the energy. Boom. Awesome. What changes might your soul client be resisting that keeps them stuck in their problem? What changes might your soul client be resisting that keeps them stuck in the problem? So for example, this is a really easy example, right? The person who wants to lose weight, who absolutely loves to eat all the food that they love to eat, all the wrong food, and they don't want to give it up because they're like, oh, I can't give up my chocolate and my red wine and my this and my that and my other. Like, I just can't do it. I want to be there and I want to be healthy. Maybe they've even got like health issues coming up because of like where their health has got to, but they're finding it so hard to change. So any diet that you give to them is not going to work because they've got huge resistance to making any changes. So that's one example, right? So what else might it be? So what changes might your client be resisting that keeps them stuck in the problem? So lack of self-motivation. Okay, so when we are lacking self-motivation, it's normally because we don't believe we can do it, right? It's like, what's the point, on a subconscious level, by the way, what's the point? Because it's not going to work for me anyway. So what is it that they're scared isn't going to work for them? What are the beliefs that they've got about themselves that say, like, I just can't do that? Barbara, for me, it's technology. They don't want to contact me through Facebook or YouTube. Okay, so again, there might be some of your own beliefs in that, by the way. We're going to untangle that in a moment. You're a wedding florist, so I think the problem is that they want to explore every florist before asking one to do their wedding. So like that scarcity, like, oh, we need to go around and look at all of them before we know which one. Fear of failure, yep. Did you see me eating chocolate then? No, I didn't. Lack of confidence, yeah, lack of confidence. And you could even dig deeper on that, right? My ideal clients have a lot of people around them telling them that cloth nappies are very hard. Yeah, so other people telling them it's not possible, it's not a good idea, it's going to be really hard. Things around spending money, like, oh, like I can't afford it, or they're not. When it comes to can't afford it, by the way, this is something I'm going to dive into because I can see a lot of comments coming up around money. We're going to dive into the money aspect and the selling aspect on Thursday. So I'm going to unravel all of that then with you. But when people have a resistance because of the money it's going to cost them, it's normally because of something deeper. It's normally because they still don't believe it's possible or they think it wouldn't work. So for example, when I work with women, like in my mastermind or my academy, and let's say for example it's £4,000, right? It's £4,000 investment, but I know without a shadow of a doubt, if that person does the work, implements it, they're going to be able to make £5,000 at least every single month in their business. Is a £4,000 investment worth £5,000 and more back month on month and month and month? Yes, right? It's a no-brainer. So why doesn't everyone say, hell yes, I want to do it? Because they're scared it won't work for them. So there's that fear of, yeah, but what if it doesn't work? Or what if I can't do the work? Or what if I'm not good enough? Or what if I'm not ready? Or like all of those other kind of mind monkeys that can come up in the process. So that it's a lot of money. It's normally, yes, it is a lot of money, but if someone really sees that it's worth that investment, then they're going to do it. It's normally the mind monkeys and the beliefs that stop them around that. So try and get into what lies beneath that. Is it that they don't think it will work for them? Is it that it's too hard? Is it like, what else? Love that some of these are coming up, by the way. Finances is a big issue. They see hobbies as a luxury. So part of that is helping them refocus and see actually what it's costing them not to have this in their life. Okay, the second question, because there were lots that came through around that, so well done. The second question is, when they overcome this resistance, what is possible for them? So if they could actually overcome this resistance, overcome this block that's stopping them from taking action, saying yes, doing the thing, that's holding them back from truly believing that they can get that result. If they overcome that, what is possible for them? That's what I want you to type in now. I'm going to have a quick sip of coffee. Hang on while you do that. Okay, did you get that question? Have you got it? So when they overcome this resistance, not like the whole problem, not when they overcome all their problems, but when they overcome the resistance, what is possible for them? So it's like, okay, I know. So for example, I've got a belief in me that I haven't always had, that is, I'm not afraid of hard work. So if I know that if I just work at it, I'm going to get there in the end, then I know that I can just work at it. But some people don't feel like that, right? Some people are a bit like, like I never finish what I start, for example. Some people have that belief. Well, that's going to make it hard for them to say yes. A healthy pregnancy, amazing, Anna, like more energy, better start to the day, less ache and pains, beautiful skin. And so ultimately with this second question, it means that they start to believe in the possibility, right? They start to believe that, yes, I can have this. And by having this, how is this going to impact my life? So let's take that person who wants to lose weight, for example, right? Let's take the person who wants to lose weight. It's not just about losing weight, right? It's also about what else is that going to make possible for this person in their life. Well, maybe they're going to be able to run around with their kids. Maybe they're going to be able to do the activities that they want, put on the clothes that make them feel more confident. By doing that, maybe they go and they do better at work. Maybe they go for a job interview. Maybe they have a better relationship with their partner because suddenly sex feels great again. All these different things. So start looking into the bigger picture. When you help someone with this thing, what's the bigger impact that actually makes on their life? So once they have beautiful skin, beautiful body, confidence, once they feel healthier, once all of these things that you're kind of saying, just think about all of that impact and how that changes their entire life moving forwards, because it really does, right? Question number 2, Judy, was when they overcome this resistance, what is possible for them? Okay, right. So, like we've just talked about, you getting clear on what your soul client's resistance is, that's stopping them from really going all in on this, means that you can help show them how they can overcome it. And if in your challenge you can help show them how they can overcome this resistance, this problem, this limiting belief, this fear, this anxiety, they are going to be way more ready to invest in you at the end of your challenge. Does that make sense? Because suddenly they see the possibility. They start to realize that this could work for them. So instead of them showing up and being like, yeah, this is all good, but it's never going to work for me. So when you put your offer out there, when you sell, they're like, well, it sounds amazing, but I'm not going to invest in that because I've tried so many of these before and it just doesn't work. Instead of them being in that mindset, they're going to go, wow, this person has really opened my eyes. This person actually understands me. I think this could be the person who can really help me solve this problem. And boom, they are ready to invest in you and whatever it is you're selling. Are you with me? Does it make sense? Give me a little love heart so that I know you're on the right page before we move on, because now we're about to move on to the juicy bits. Are you ready for the juicy bits? We're still on key 2, by the way. We've not even got to key 3 yet. Let me just do a quick time check. Okay, we're good. We're okay. Okay, you with me? Some of those things are coming through. Okay, fantastic. So now let's get to the juicy bit. So with everything that we've just said in mind about your soul client's resistance to change, how might you, yes, you, resist change when it comes to you growing your business? How might you resist change when it comes to growing your business? Because let's be honest, what is the point of you planning out this challenge this week if you're never going to actually implement it? What is the point of me sharing and teaching you how to find the right challenge, how to get into the mindset of your soul client, how to plan each day of the challenge, how to sell at the end of that challenge? What's the point of me doing any of that if underneath that you've got fear of being visible, if you're worried about failing, if you think, oh, this isn't going to work for me anyway, if you get overwhelmed, if you go into procrastination, if you have a bit of imposter syndrome, if you think, who am I to do this? I'm not really an expert. Can I really help people with this? What will people think about me? So if you have all your own mind monkeys popping up and going crazy in there, how are you ever going to actually implement any of this so that you see those results and you see your business growing? Because ultimately, this is what I am about and this is why I'm here, right? I want to see you showing up in your business, embracing your value, and really receiving the income that you deserve for all of this work that you're doing. And so there's no point me teaching you. I could teach you every strategy under the sun that I know will grow your business and bring in clients and make you more money, but you won't take action on any of that if you don't believe it. If those mind monkeys are going crazy, you're not going to be able to do it, right? So this is a key part of how I help my clients. Yes, I teach them the strategies, but we also go deep on the mindset and the alignment so you can actually take the action. So you start to look at yourself through that lens of possibility so that you start to own your value, own your expertise, let go of all those blocks and resistance that actually hold you back from really growing your business and getting the results that you want. So I want to know, what are the things that could stop you from taking this action, showing up, growing your business? Tell me. I want to know what it is. Okay, so we've got some people's coming through already. Confidence to put myself out there and to go on video. I'll talk about that in a moment, Vicky, because I think you're not alone with that. Feel the fear and do it anyway, Magdalena. Yeah, that is definitely part of it. Louise, just like you said, why would people want to listen to me? I'm not the expert. So these that are coming up are so common, right? Can you see that other people are sharing things that you probably feel the same about? So imposter syndromes, fear of doing videos, doubting yourself, lack of self-belief, fear of being out there, criticised, laughed at, fear of not being good enough. Yeah, I can see all of these. What will people think of me? So that fear of judgment, self-worth, am I really good enough? Do I really deserve to earn that money? Your own bullshit story that stops me. Yeah, but here's the thing, Simone, like we all have those stories, right? And we all need to find ways to get past those stories. So we might know logically that it's bullshit, like you say, but that's not enough for us to actually leave it. We actually need a bit of a strategy, and we need a rewiring to help us take action. You being your own biggest critic, fear of overwhelm, inexperience, just starting out. So that whole like, I need to know more, or I'm just getting started, where do I begin? Afraid of people seeing you. Okay. Lack of self-belief, not enough time, frightened that you're not able to answer the questions, Leslie. People won't get the results and say you're not worth paying for. Fiona, that's a big one for people. So you're definitely not alone in that. Okay, right. Haha. Can you see how, if I didn't dive into this today, you could get to the end of this week and then park it and not take any action because of the mind monkeys going on? So we need to start looking at this. We need to start focusing on it. We need to start changing it. We need to change your inner dialogue so that you really can grow your business. And this is one of the things that I've learned. Like before I was a business coach, I was a mindset coach. Mindset was my thing. That's where I started out. And I really do believe, without a shadow of a doubt, it's the 80-20 rule. 80% mindset, 20% strategy, and the two have to happen together. There is no point learning the strategy without also having the mindset in place. So we have to dance between the two all the time. Oh my goodness, suddenly the sun's decided to like come out again like it did yesterday. So we need to get into the mindset of this. We need to start shifting this. And here's what I want to share with you. Don't expect to shift long-term mindset beliefs in a moment. Yes, there are people who will tell you they can with NLP and tapping and this and that and the other, all those kind of things. But generally, my belief is that it's about working on it every day. It's a practice. You growing in your mindset, you seeing yourself fully, you owning who you are, you getting rid of that scarcity and stepping into abundance. It's a daily practice. It's something that you do daily as you grow and grow and grow and grow. That's how you really build a 6-figure business, a 7-figure business, or whatever it is that you're working towards, right? Yes, I've had a number of businesses fail in the past and have cost you a lot of money. You're scared it will happen again. Of course, Barbara, right? Especially when you have like evidence. So everyone has that fear anyway of what if it fails? If then you have had some of that experience of it not working, then your ego mind is going to throw that up at you again and again and again. It's going to present to you this evidence. Haha, hold on. You failed before, you're going to fail again. But actually, the fact that you failed, like we all hear it all the time, there's no such thing as failure. Well, there is such thing as failure, but when we fail, we grow and it leads us to the next thing. And I think that we have a choice, right? And this is a conversation I'd be having with my little mind monkeys if they were saying what yours are, Barbara. I'd be saying, hang on a minute, like, I've got a choice here. I can either live in scarcity and never take that chance again, or I can say, you know what, we've failed a number of times, we've learned so much, we are ready to go again. And what else am I going to learn? How am I going to grow? How is this going to actually work this time? Chloe, compared to where I was 4 months ago, I'm better, but actually having a 6-figure business scares me as I'm used to my, hold on, let me just see that, as I'm used to my, I can't see the comment, very low income and tiny little semi-house. Yeah, so this is about shifting how you see your identity. Our identities are hugely linked to our beliefs. If we naturally see ourselves, of course I'm a 6-figure businesswoman, and of course I get to live in a house that I love, and of course I get to say yes to things, and of course I help my clients every day, and of course I'm an expert, and of course people love it when I show up. If you have that identity and those beliefs that say, well, of course course, all of these fabulous things, then guess what? You will be experiencing, of course, all these fabulous things, right? So that's where we need to shift you to. This mindset, this identity of the six-figure businesswoman, even before you are and even before you're earning that. So, I can hear that you're aware of those blocks that you know you've got that could stop you from taking action, the fears that come up, the anxieties, the worries, and I get it, right? I get it because I've been there myself. I get it because nearly every single client that I work with comes with these things at the beginning, right? So we've got two ways to do this today. You can tell me how you want to do it. We could either do a little visualization to start activating you at the next level and to start just helping you let go a little bit more of some of those limiting beliefs and things that could hold you back. So if you want me to do a little visualization, type visualization. If you want us to look at some affirmations that can help you move forward, type affirmation. Which would you prefer? I'm going to give you a moment. I'm going to have a sip of coffee. Affirmations or visualizations? What do you want to do before we move into the next part? And we're going to just spend a couple of minutes doing that to start and begin that process of change. What is it? What is it? What is it? Which one do you want? Affirmations, visualizations. I'm gonna take the first 5 and I'm gonna do the one that most people have said. So we've got we've got both. We've got both coming up. Okay, so we're gonna do a little bit of both because absolutely, but we're only gonna spend a couple of minutes on it because I don't want to go way over time. So take a deep breath. Center yourself if you can. If you're not driving, if you're driving, keep your eyes wide open, please. But if you can do this with me, get yourself comfortable wherever you are. Take a deep breath, become aware of your body, and just relax. I always feel a little bit silly closing my eyes on a live, by the way, just to share that with you. But I am going to do it because I can be much more present when I do. So close your eyes, take a deep breath. Become aware of your energy. And as you just become more aware of your body and more aware of the energy moving around your body, I'd like you to imagine a beautiful golden bubble that's around you. A golden bubble that feels positive, that feels safe, that feels nurturing and nourishing. A golden bubble that protects you from everything on the outside. A golden bubble that is with you all the time, wherever you are, whatever else you're doing. And as you imagine that beautiful golden bubble, knowing that if you can't actually see it, it's okay just to think it. I'd like you to imagine a space where your third eye would be. A deep purple. And as you look at this deep purple, it becomes a beautiful swirling tunnel that you can step into. You step into the tunnel and begin walking along its pathway. Around you, you see the beautiful deep purple surrounding you. It feels gentle. It feels inviting. And you continue to walk along the path. You begin to see the pathway opening up ahead of you. And as you do so, you look out onto the most beautiful place in the world. A place that feels like it's your soul's home. It's a place that lights you up. So maybe it's the middle of a beautiful forest. Maybe it's a gorgeous cityscape. Maybe it's a beach and the sea. And as you step out of this tunnel, in the distance in front of you, you see someone else admiring the view. You begin to walk towards this person. And as you get closer, you notice she's turned away, but you realize that you recognize this person. As you get closer, you realize that you are seeing yourself standing in front of you. But as you look at this version of you, you notice that she stands a little bit taller. You notice that she holds herself with more confidence and certainty. You notice that she dresses in the way that you've always wanted to dress on a daily basis. You notice how healthy and strong and happy she looks. And as you step closer to her, you realize that you can actually step inside of her body. You can step into this future version of you. And on a count of 3, you're going to step forwards and feel yourself merge with this version of you. 1, 2, 3. And as you do so, you notice a feeling of certainty wash over you. You notice how the thoughts that you have in your own mind are so much more empowering. You notice how this version of you looks at the future through a whole new perspective. She sees the possibility. She sees that the world is her playground. She knows the value that she brings with the work that she does. Without a shadow of a doubt, she knows that the thing that she does transforms lives, no matter how small it might seem. She knows that when she's visible, when she shows up, when she shines her light like the lighthouse, people are drawn to her. People know that she is the person who can help them. And you notice how freeing this feels, how empowering it feels. That sense of certainty and confidence washing through your body, getting rid of any of the old doubts, worries, fears that had been plaguing and hanging around the past version of you. And as you stand here in this future version of you, you look out at the scene and you realize that literally anything and everything is possible for you in this lifetime. The business that you dream of, the clients that you absolutely love to work with and support and help, the life that you want to live, the relationships that you want to have, all of it is available. You don't have to pick and choose. You can literally have it all. And this version of you realizes that she deserves it all. And then when you're ready, taking with you all of this certainty and confidence and knowing and strength and belief and empowerment, you're going to gently step back out and begin walking back down that tunnel, but this time with a difference. This time with certainty in your step, this time with a newfound confidence, humming, singing through your body. And as you step back into your body and come back into the now, you bring with you all of those new empowered beliefs. You bring with you all of that certainty. You bring with you all of that possibility. And you notice an affirmation that's especially for you to remind yourself of just how powerful you are every single day and just how needed you are on this planet. Because the work that you do, whatever it is, whether you're selling candles, selling skincare, and maybe you think, but this is just me and this is so small, it makes a difference. It's part of the ripple effect. So never underestimate your power. Never diminish who you truly are. And allowing an affirmation to come through right now, whether it's I can and I will, or the future is filled with possibility, or I know I have got this, or those beliefs will no longer hold me back, or whatever it might be, the affirmation that you know you need to hear and you need to remind yourself of every single day so you can show up in your business, be visible, get on those Facebook Lives, make the difference that you're supposed to make in this lifetime, live the life you're supposed to live in this lifetime. I'd like you to type it in to the comments when you've got it. Now come back to this space, open your eyes and type your affirmation into the comments if you've got one, because by you sharing it, it will inspire other people to do the same as well. And I can't wait to see all of them. How did that feel? Who's feeling good? Give me a little love heart if you're feeling a little bit better, a little bit more positive, a little bit more tapped in, keyed into the possibility of the future you get to create for yourself. I want to see it. Izzy, you are strong and confident. Yes, you are gorgeous. Lindsay, you can do this. Boom, you can. Anna, miracles happen every day. They really do, right? You can make a difference, Sarah. Yes. Joe, wow, that was powerful. I know that my goals are a done deal. Boom. La, that was brilliant. You're so welcome, La. Yvonne, I am free to be the fullest expression of me. Boom. Fiona, I am worth it. Chloe, I can do hard things and they become easy. Just add and they become easy on the end of that, Chloe, because we don't want it to stay hard. Janine, your knowledge inspires others. It absolutely does. Barbara, my fears will no longer hold me back. You have got this. You have, beautiful. La, you're constantly growing and manifesting. Boom. Jenna, endless possibilities when you believe in yourself. Yes. Barbara, mine was to focus on new clients and leave the old behind. Gorgeous. Samantha, I am free, strong and confident. My mind is clear and free. Beautiful. So glad that you loved it. Dream it, believe it, live it. Boom, Leslie. That is gorgeous. Anything is possible. I will do this. I am doing this, even Christine. You've got to keep on believing and keep on achieving. Absolutely gorgeous. I have the evidence this goddess is inside of me. Beautiful, Stephanie. You're going to do a live later. Yes, Sarah Louise. That's awesome to hear. Magdalena, I'm confident. So as you're popping these in, these are beautiful, by the way. I just want to share this. I know that huge fears can come up when it comes to you going live. I know, especially when it comes to the first time, the second time, the third time, it's actually something that I do in all of my programs with people. I've got a special little technique and journey that I take people through to break through any of that resistance to going live. Because here's the thing, right now in the world, we are all creating connection. Wouldn't you say that's true? Like, as humans, we crave connection at the best of times. Right now, when so many things have been taken away from us, because of what's happening in the world, connection is key. So when it comes to you being visible, when it comes to you supporting your soul clients, the more connected you can allow yourself to be, the more impact you're going to have. So yes, you can write words that have a huge impact. Yes, you can take photos that have a huge impact. What do they say? A photo says 1,000 words. Well, if a photo says 1,000 words, what does a video do? What does a live do where you're actually there with your audience? It will absolutely create a bigger impact, right? So when you're in that place of fear about going live or how people might judge you or messing up, and by the way, I've messed up a million times on lives. I have said crazy things. I've fallen flat on my face plenty of time. It's all just part of being human, right? Chances are I'll mess up many more times even during this week. So I want you to recognize that. Take your focus away from you instead of worrying about how will people think of me, and instead put it on your soul client. If I show up and share a message to inspire, to help, to support that person today, how is that going to turn their day around? Because when you take your focus away from you and onto them, your fears no longer matter because you're focusing on that other person. So allow yourself to be that connection that people are craving. Go live. Don't worry about messing up. Take your focus away from you and instead put it on your soul client and you helping them, because that helps us take action. So I just wanted to put that out there a little bit. I am going to be doing more about going lives and the fear of that and everything as we're moving forward. So we need to take these fears that come up for ourselves. We need to flip them on their head so that you actually start building this business you dream of. You actually start getting the results that you deserve, because those beliefs of not being good enough, failing, not deserving it, it's all BS. Everyone has them, right? Even those 7-figure business owners that you see, they have them too. But look, they're making the money. So how about we start you making the money that you actually need and deserve in your business, right? So let's move them out of the way. Okay, so with that in mind, that was key number 2, by the way. That was all key to number 2. And just like you need to move out of your way to get the results that you want with your business, you need to also help your clients move out of their way, move out of their resistance to get the results that they want. Are you ready for key number 3? I'm super aware. we've nearly done an hour. I am running over, but I really want to do some of key number 3 with you because, again, this is really important. Are you with me? Give me a little love heart if you're ready for key 3. So key 3, little dance before we dive in. Key 3 is activate the magic of you to create captivated clients, right? Your vibe attracts your tribe. How many times have you heard that? Your vibe attracts your tribe. When it comes to selling, actually people are buying you. And this is where this is about. You know, when you think about competition, but there's a million people out there doing what I do. Maybe you're a health coach, maybe you're a yoga practitioner, maybe you're this or that, or whatever it might be. You might think, but there's so many other people doing this. How do I ever, compete against all these other people? Nobody else is you. You are your magic. People ultimately are buying into you, not just your product. And I know that that might bring up a bit of fear in some of you, but I want you to start recognizing the value you bring to the table just by being you. Okay, your vibe attracts your tribe. Now that does not mean you need to be a certain vibe, because the chances are you might judge yourself. Maybe you're quiet and gentle, maybe you're deep and thoughtful, maybe you're loud and crazy. Like whatever your vibe is perfect for you. So don't think, oh, like this vibe isn't good enough, I need to be more of that vibe over there. I used to fall into this all the time. I would look at those coaches who were really perfect and polished, who would put on that like beautiful front. Everything would look amazing and clean. Their makeup was amazing. Their hair was amazing. They were dressed in gowns and jewels all the time. And I'd be like, oh, I need to be more like that, because people buy your energy. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Like clearly I need to be that vibe, and then clients will actually decide to work with me. No, that is a BS, right? Your vibe is perfect for your soul clients. So key number 3 is all about you embracing all of you to attract in your soul clients. This means you have to start seeing your value, start seeing what's amazing about you, and it's about superpowering it up and showing it out there, putting it out there into the world. Judy, show me more. Anna, can you say the title again, please? Yes, I can. Key 3, activate the magic of you to create captivated clients. So this is all about embodying the essence of the highest version of you. I'm going to say that again. This is about embodying the essence of the highest version of you. You've just met your highest version of you in the last little visualization we did, right? So I want you to start thinking, what is the essence of you? My mind went to a place that was a little bit dirty then as I said that. So not that kind of essence of you, but what is the essence of your personality? What is the essence of your soul? If you were finding all those ingredients that make up this beautiful end product of you, what would they be? This is what I want you to start thinking about and getting clear on. And then we want to wrap these up in a beautiful ball and show them to the world. I can see some of you laughing at me. So I want you to think about the quirky, the crazy, the funny, the daft, all the things that you really are. When you're at your most relaxed, when you're just feeling good about yourself, who are you? So when I'm just feeling good about myself and I'm just being me, I'm a bit crazy. I'm a bit of a rebel. I like to shock people. Like I'm the person who says the thing that no one would ever imagine. I am definitely quite chaotic. I'm like, let's do this. Like I will bing bong all over the place, right? But I also have a part of me that's quiet, and my soul clients will see the quiet part of me as well. So I'm not always on 100% like this. This is like my go mode. But then I also have like my reflective, deep, like quite different mode that only kind of clients and friends see. You probably don't see that on here so much. It just naturally, not because I'm hiding it, but it just doesn't come out as naturally when I'm live. So I want you to start thinking about you're crazy, you're quirky, you're funny, all the things that people say about you. And by the way, it's not going to be high vibe. When I say vibe, I think it's easy to think it's like high energy. Not necessarily. Think about people like Danielle Laporte. Think about people like, Deepak Chopra, right? These people are hugely magnetizing. They've got huge businesses. People love to listen to them. They're not quick and crazy and bung, 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 bung. So it doesn't need to be like high energy. They've both got super calm, deep, beautiful, like wrap around you kind of energy, right? So this is not about one energy is better than another. The energy that's best for you is your energy. It's your natural energy. So it's tapping into that. So please don't judge your energy. Recognize that your energy is perfect, because that will attract your soul clients. So what I'm going to do is, Suzanne, calm, patient, creative, organized. You've guessed what I'm going to say. I want you to put in, what are your traits? What are your kind of, what is the essence of you? I want you to type in. I'm going to read. I've actually brought up a little list of ideas. Encapsulating energy. Boom, Jenna. I'm going to read some of these to start to get your ideas going. And I want you to think, what is the essence of you? And how do you supercharge that so you really show it to the world, as opposed to like holding it back or hiding or being less of it because you judge it in some way. Calm, organized, self-assured. Beautiful, Vicky. Val, you just realized that what holds you back to do lives is your French accent. Oh my goodness, that is such a strength, right? I don't know about you, but I love listening to beautiful accents. It absolutely captivates me. So your soul clients are gonna love hearing your accent. They're gonna be like, oh my goodness, like I just love listening to her. It's so incredible. My husband's from New Zealand and I love his accent, right? It's one of the things, his voice was one of the things that really grabbed me when I met him. But he could have been in judgment around that. So this is about recognizing that the things that you judge in you are often the things that other people absolutely love you for. And I want you to start turning this on its head and seeing it as the beautiful gifts they are, so that you can actually own them on a bigger level, show them to the world so that it magnetizes your soul clients. Is this making sense? So things like brave, honest, hardworking, imaginative, optimistic, helpful, encouraging, careful, ambitious, modest, clever, reliable. Some of these words are a bit rubbish. I just like pulled up a thing quickly from the internet in case we needed to get your juices going. Articulate, persistent, sincere, confident, considerate, artistic, cheerful. They're a bit boring, these ones actually. I should have been able to find a better. Witty, that's quite a good one. Tenacious, tactful, soulful, loving, loyal, determined, enthusiastic, humble, deep. What else have we got? I think I probably said enough. You've got the idea, right? You're a bit ditzy, Barbara. Perfect. Embrace that. Show that to the world. That's absolutely gorgeous. Understanding, supportive, good listener. So also think about what are some of the crazy little quirks that you've got. So for example, things like, well, I don't know, some of you haven't been in my world very long yet, so you might not know this yet, but I have cake for breakfast every morning. I have my coffee and cake for breakfast. I literally still have my bowl here that I had my warmed up chocolate muffin in this morning. Like it's part of me, so I'll share that with the world because it's actually it's a key part of my personality. I am the coffee and cake for breakfast girl. So also think about those little things that also make you you and how you show this to your audience, because this attracts your soul tribe. So when it comes to you delivering your challenge, but also when it comes to you showing up in your business at all, right, I want you to remember that people are ultimately buying into you. So don't be afraid to show them who you are, because this is one of the things that I see again and again and again. Just faceless, no personality people showing up online because they think they should, and it's just like, hello, is there any life in there? Is there anybody there? Like, what's actually going on? And so the more that you can give yourself permission to be 100% you, the more you're going to stand out from the crowd, whether that's because you're high vibe and crazy, calm and confident, deep and compassionate, whatever it might. Magdalena, you too, boom, you might be the only other person I've ever met that has cake for breakfast. I love it. So I want you to think about the more that you can just let yourself be you, the more that your soul clients will connect with you, and the more likely they are to say, yes, I want to work with her because she gets me and I get her and I like her energy and I like how she rocks and rolls and I like all of that, right? So that's what we want to do. So on your list, What is your vibe? What is your essence? How can you let go of any of that judgment you've got around it in order to show the world, in order to show your soul clients who you truly are? Because your vibe attracts your tribe. And ultimately, people are not just buying into what you're selling, they're also buying into you. Boom. Has that hit home? Have you got it? So alongside that, just as a quick aside before we wrap up for today, because I'm very aware of the time, is added to this essence of you, around the essence of you, I also want you to think about your gifts and your superpowers. What are your gifts? What are you great at? What are your superpowers? What are you just amazing at doing for people? So one of my superpowers are I'm really good at hearing what someone's saying, wrapping it up and saying it in a way, like in a sentence that's just boom, so that suddenly they have clarity on it. I'm really good at speaking out copy that they can use for their things. I'm really good at those, all kinds of things like that. So what are your gifts and what are your superpowers? And I want you to think about those as well, because that's also what I want you to be sharing and showing throughout this challenge. So yes, tomorrow I'm going to tell you how to actually plan the content of your challenge, but more important than the actual content is your energy. Your energy is everything. So how you show up during your challenge, how much you give yourself permission to be you, how much fun you have, how much all of the good stuff you allow yourself to be, ultimately, that's actually more powerful than what you teach, because knowledge is everywhere. There used to be the saying like knowledge is power, right? Knowledge is not power anymore. Like since the creation of the internet, knowledge is not power. Knowledge is at everyone's fingertips. Transformation is power. Energy is power. You being all of you, that is your true power. That is your superpower. And that is going to be the game changer when it comes to you getting the results that you want to in your business, when it comes to you really connecting with your soul clients. Okay. That's it for today. So let's dive into your action tasks and wrapping up before we call it a day for tomorrow. Remember, I'm here again at 10:30 tomorrow for day 3, and then again at 10:30 on Thursday for day 4. Tomorrow is about actually planning out the shape of your challenge, and Thursday is all about selling, how you transition into the sale in a non-icky way. So we've got so much more to do. And then Monday in the masterclass, I'm coming at it from a different angle, and I'm going to give you the bigger picture that makes all of this really make sense, okay? So it is really important to come on Thursday. And remember, as we do this, it's about making the challenge your own. So I know the title of this is the Profitable Facebook Challenge Formula. And there is a formula in terms of hitting these keys, but what I want you to see is that this is not a paint by numbers approach. This is not, here's my little formula and you have to follow it. This is actually instead, these are the essential things, the essential ingredients that you need to have in your whole business, let alone just in your challenge, right? So whether it's in a challenge, a masterclass, just ongoing marketing in your business, these are the things that are absolute game changers. So even if you get to the end of this week and you decide not to run a challenge, because that's okay, because I'm not just about challenges, right? Challenges are just one way to grow your business. This is really about what can you take from this week to make sure that you are stepping up in an even more powerful way in your business. So even if you're going through this and you're a bit like, I don't know if a challenge is my thing, that's fine. A challenge doesn't need to be your thing. Actually, at its core, these ingredients could transform your overall business success. And that's what I want you to start like really owning and seeing, like the possibility of everything you can create in your business as a whole. Challenge is just one strategy that you run as part of that. These keys are actually relevant no matter what strategy, what marketing you're using in your business. So your day 2 worksheet will be coming out in an email later today. Yesterday I did get a few emails from people saying I haven't got an email. So if it looks like you're not getting emails, really do please check your spam and your trash, because that's where they're normally going. Like 99% of the time when people start searching through all those different folders, they find them. So that's the first thing. I will also make sure that we get it pinned in the group so that you can download your worksheet for day 2. Remember, done is better than perfect. It does not need to be like completely. It could be a few little scribbles that just move you forward at least one step. Share it in the group to be in to win one of the prizes at the end of the week. Make sure you sign up for the masterclass that's happening on Monday, because you're not going to want to miss that. I will see you 10:30 tomorrow. I know that this is a lot of time, right? But do you feel that you've got value from today? Can you see how this in itself is moving you forwards? I really hope that you've taken at least one thing, and I would love to hear it if you have one thing from today's training that could be a game changer for you in terms of you growing your business, and in terms of you getting the clients that you desire, and in terms of you making the income that you desire. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. It's about you making a difference, having a business that you love, and making the income that you deserve and desire from that business. Boom. Right. I will take a breath now. Could you have the link? I think Sean is here. Sean's already put the link in the comments, so it's somewhere in here. We'll also share it in the group. Sometimes I know you have to scroll a little bit, but it's all there. It is coming out in an email as well. What I am going to do after today is I'm going to organise in the unit section. I'm going to start popping this stuff through into the unit section, so you can also find it there. I can't wait to see your day. Lars says, brilliant as always, Claire. Thank you. The visualisation reinforced the goal for you. Boom. That's gorgeous to hear. Judy, mwah, beautiful. Thank you, Judy. Magdalena, so much value. I'm so glad. You can do this. Yes, you can. Loads of value, worth every penny. That's hilarious. She's so funny. Worth all the time, because at the end of the day, time is precious, right? And we're spending quite a lot of time doing this. You feel a whole lot more positive already. Loving this. Boom. Well done, Vicky. Fantastic. Okay. I'm going to go, sending lots of love. I will see you tomorrow, 10:30. If you've got business besties, if you know people who would really benefit from being in this challenge, please do tell them about it. Invite them into the group. Let them know what's happening. I'd love them to come and join us. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.